everyone, our first DIY is going to start with this house form from Dollar Tree. I did remove the label, and I'm going to take this Waverly matte chalk paint in the color celery, it's hard to see there, and paint the sides of the house and the back of the house. After it's dried, I'm going to take some rub-on transfers also from Dollar Tree. These come from 2 different packs. The wreath from one pack, the foil lettering from another pack. And I spelled out Hey Spring. On the pack that has the lettering, all of the letters are different sizes. So that's why the E in Hey is so much bigger than the H and the Y. And the S and the G and the N in spring are larger than the other letters. So I'm going to go ahead and add them all to the little house form. And that's how it turned out. I also added some of the greenery to the letterings and also to the top. The next DIY, I'm going to take these wood beads from Amazon. They are linked below. And I'm going to paint them with this orange acrylic paint that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I just put them in a paper plate, sprinkle on a little paint, shake it around a little bit until all the beads are coated, and set them aside to dry. While they dry, I'm going to take this green twine from Dollar Tree and I made this tassel. You can make it as long as you want to, but I kept mine pretty long, as you can see. It also curves because the twine was on a roll. If you want to flatten it, you can put it underneath some heavy books. Now I'm going to take another piece of string, and this is going to be the length that I want to string the beads on. So I looped the string in the tassel. And now I'm going to take one bead and string both sides through the one bead. It's going to kind of give me a starting point like that. Then I'm going to add the orange beads to both sides. And of course you can make this as long or as short as you want to. This is going to be a carrot tassel bead, and that's how mine turned out. You can make a set of these in different sizes that would be really cute on a table or a display. The next DIY is going to require an embroidery hoop. You can use whatever size you want. A little one like this will work. I'm going to use a large one. I'm also going to use this wired ribbon from Dollar Tree with the lace going through it. You just want to make sure you pick a ribbon that fits the size of the hoop that you're going to use. I'm also going to use these little planning notes. They are Heidi Swap planning notes, and I did get these from Dollar Tree as well. So I'm going to take apart the hoop, wrap the inside of it with this wired burlap ribbon. I'm going to tighten it to make sure it's really taut. I don't want it to have any slack at all. You can glue the back if you want to, but because it's wired ribbon, it's going to stay. So I just tucked it in. And I'm going to add these 2 pieces of the Heidi Swap planner right to the center. You have a choice of whatever garland you want to use. These are 2 that I got from the Target dollar spot last year, I believe. The lamb's ear or the boxwood. And I chose to go with the boxwood. So I just untwisted it and made it the size of the embroidery hoop. And I'm just going to hot glue it down on the sides. I'm not going to go all the way around. And also the glue is on the ribbon and not on the embroidery hoop, so I can reuse the embroidery hoop. And you can add a hanger to the back if you would like to as well. I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, SkillShare. I started SkillShare to expand my knowledge of photography, which has always been a big interest of mine. But with the wide variety of classes available on SkillShare, I found myself not only learning a new language, but also how to embroider. And to feed my interest in starting a podcast, I'm currently taking a class by Laura Maoli Farragun called How to Create, Record, and Share High-Quality Podcasts. With most classes under 60 minutes, it's very easy to fit SkillShare classes into my busy day. And at under $10 a month with an annual subscription, not only is SkillShare affordable, but the classes are ad-free, and there are thousands of classes to choose from on topics like productivity, creative writing, marketing, and more. So no matter what 2021 brings, you can spend it expanding your knowledge, finding a hobby you love, or learning a new skill. The first 1,000 people to click the link in the description box below will get a free trial of SkillShare's premium membership. And I have to tell you guys that there's so many options on SkillShare. You are sure to find something that you love. For our next DIY, I'm going to use this little bird cage I found at the 99-cent only store. And this one is different because it actually opens from the top, which I think I like better than having a little door. So I'm going to use 2 sets of these LED string lights from Dollar Tree, battery operated. And I'm going to string 1 strand along the bottom edge of the cage going all the way around. And then I'm also going to string the next strand at the bottom of the top of the cage. So this is what it looks like after that is done. Just going to push the wires down so it's at the bottom. Now for the battery packs, you can glue them down. I'm not going to glue anything down. I'm just going to put the excess wire underneath them and make sure that the switch to turn them on and off is at the back of the cage so I can reach it. Then I'm going to take 1 pack of these lilac colored roses from Dollar Tree and put them all around the bottom of the little bird cage. And it's done. This is super versatile. You can fill it with Easter eggs or a nest. Lots of things you can do with that. I also found these little bunny jars at the 99-cent only store that had various colors. I picked the pink ones. There's really not much you need to do with these jars, so I'm going to take this pink lace ribbon from Dollar Tree and just add a little trim right around the top of the jar. And I do that on both of them. Now I'm going to use these glittered Easter eggs, also from the 99-cent only store, and fill the jars with the eggs. You could do this with jelly beans. That would be really cute as well, or any other candy or decorative item. Now cute little bunny jars are done. Next, I'm going to take this wreath form from Dollar Tree. It's turned upside down, and I'm using 1.5 packs of this Spanish moss, also from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to hot glue the moss all the way around the inside of the wreath form. This is one of the wreaths that came in the silver color. I don't know if Dollar Tree still has these. I actually haven't seen them in a while, so they may be sold out of them. But if you have a green one, you don't have to spray paint it. I just used this one because I've had it for a while and I didn't get to use it during Christmas, so I decided to use it now. After the moss, I'm going to go through with twine and wrap it around the wreath in sort of a crisscross shape to help hold the moss in. And then I'm going to tie it off and make a little hanger from which I can hang the wreath. These little mini foam eggs I got from Amazon. They're linked below. And I'm just going to hot glue them all the way around the wreath. I really love the color of these eggs and the various sort of patterns on them. And I love the muted color of them, and I thought they'd be perfect for this wreath. So if you're going for more muted or neutral tones, this could work for you. Also using these moth bunnies from Dollar Tree, I'm going to hot glue them on as well. And I used some wired burlap ribbon to make a bow. And I am going to hot glue that to the bottom of the wreath. I'm also going to use these fabric roses, which I didn't realize that they were connected with a wire until I took them out of the pack, but it works great because I can just slide them in between the eggs like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue them just like that. So you get 2 of these in one pack. And I'm just using 1 pack of these. For more decoration, I'm going to take this decorative moss pack and just use the pine cone pieces. I added 1 to the center of the bow, and I'm just going to hot glue the other one right here. And our wreath is done. I know there are a lot of colorful decorations out there, but I really appreciate the muted tones of this wreath. What do you guys think? Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, only the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description box below will get a free trial of SkillShare's premium membership. Thank you guys so much again for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.